Okay, let's start our little running, jumping, whatever you're doing. There we go. All right, start hopping with both feet. And then side to side, hopping. And just let those arms kind of do their thing. All right, arms. All right, little squat, up on the toes, reach. And then as you're feeling good, go a little bit lower, but you can start out shallow. Good, upper body. And swing it. Good morning, Teresa. Good, knee up and tap. So we're gonna do a squat. So keep going, keep going. So we're gonna take the weight from the floor to overhead or from here to overhead. So you'll need a weight for that. And then we're gonna do alternating bent over rows with one weight. So you need a weight for that. And then we're gonna go to the floor and do hip lifts. So a weight that you wanna put on your hips. So just a couple of different dumbbells for those different exercises. And then, okay, let's do some hip openers. We'll warm up here in a sec with the band, and then we'll put the band on at the end, and we'll do some chest flies. So then for that one, you'll need two of the same weight. All right, full spinal twist. You know, let's do a down dog real quick. Stretch your hamstrings and your calves and stretch out your shoulders. And you can pedal out. All right, go ahead and put that band on, and we're just gonna warm up our glutes. And then once you get that band on, just meet me in this penguin right here. Keep those knees out, core tight. All right, let's go 5 to the left, 5 to the right. Keep that resistance, knees out, shoulders forward. So, just kind of being aware that you're not like leaning to do anything. Woo. And then core tight. So once you're done with that, we're going to do our monster walk. My hip is cramping. All right, meet me back in just your little penguin. I don't know if I called it pigeon earlier. I don't know, but just penguin right here. And then go a little forward and a little back. Ooh, okay. Hopefully those glutes are warmed up. And then keep that band close. Okay. So you're either going to go from the floor and we're going to stay on the same side and then we'll do the other side. Or you can, you don't have to go all the way to the floor. It'll give you a deeper squat. But if you would rather just go back down in that squat and then power up. So it's kind of like an upright row to a press as a snatch. So grab that one weight. And again, from the floor all the way, or you can totally just go back to that squat and then up. I'm already out of breath. Whew. Okay, rest. We got about 10 seconds in between and then we'll do the other side. Okay, other side. Make sure you're squatting and you're not hinging over, that you got that good squat. Woo. Okay, rest, and then we're gonna do our bent over row, switch hands. So we'll alternate that row. Shoulder blades down and together, core tight. All right, we ready? Almost done. Good. Okay, so now go down to your back and we're gonna do hip lifts. Keep that weight with you, put it on your hips, and then up and hold for a second or two. All right, so we're on the floor, weight on our hips, and up. Keep that tummy tight. All right, guys, rest, but let's just stay on the floor and let's get an ab exercise. Let's go to double crunch. Let's do double crunch first. So reverse and regular together. Your feet can be straight, they could be bent. And on this one, it's okay. That back's gonna arch and give you that stretch and then crunch. Inhale, exhale. All right, rest. If you need to flip over and do some child's pose, some cat and cows, or just stretch your back out, do that now and then figure out if you have the right weight and we'll do it again. That was good. Trying to figure out how I can see everybody on one screen, but it's above my pay grade. Okay. All right. So if you need to grab something heavier now that you know what we're doing, do that. And then we'll do our single arm snatch again. All right. You ready? And go slow because we got a lot going on this one. I'm just making sure that's a good squat and then power up, core tight. Ooh, it's hot up here. Good. I think Sarah could go heavier. I don't know what that weight is. It just looks easy. All right, rest. All right, other side. All right, finish that and rest. And then we got our alternating row, really pull it back. All right, let's go. Core nice and tight. Looks good. All right, rest. Hip lifts on the floor. Good. And if you feel it more in your back, then just really think about your glutes and squeeze those glutes, and you may not have to go up so high to feel it in the booty. All right, you guys rest, and then we're gonna do bicycle crunches. All right, bicycle, go slow. Try to get that leg all the way out there. Woo! All right, rest. You can stretch, elongate if you need to stretch that back out. Do what you gotta do, and then we'll do one more round. Grab some water. All right, we ready? Okay, last one, and I did decrease our time a little bit. All right. Woo! Oh, I know what I did. I didn't eat a good dinner. That's probably why I'm feeling more tired. All right, other side. Good rest. All right, let's go rows. Good. All right, we're on the floor. Hip lifts. Focus glutes. All right, you choose double crunch or bicycles. Back flat. It can arch when you're doing that double crunch. Good, Rust. Okay, so grab two weights that you can do. Chest fly. So a little bit lighter weight because we're gonna fly it and then put your band on. Get water. Okay, so we're gonna do a bridge. So stay up in bridge and then chest fly it, staying up in bridge. So I know we got like a lot going on, but think about that weaker glute and make sure it's engaged. All right, nice and easy. Put those weights down. Let's get your clamshells. So I'm just gonna hold today. So you're welcome to just hold with me, or if your hips are doing great, go ahead and do your clamshells. So again, if you want to just hold. If you want to do the repetitions, do the repetitions. All right, let's go to the other side. All right, let's get set up for our chest fly and then hold your bridge. So your hands don't have to go all the way to the floor. They can stay like angle bent and then go over the chest. So we're hitting those pecs. And you can extend all the way at the top to a little bit of triceps. nice and easy, put those down. We'll go back to clams. Again, open and shut or just hold. Make sure you're filling in the upper glutes. Make sure those hips are stacked, those knees are stacked, it's not hitched up. Belly's tight. Oh. Awesome. Other side. Awesome. Okay, let's do our bridge and chest fly. Think about those glutes. Make sure we're not too high. Good, rest. Okay, instead of going to clams, I want you to bring your feet together and lift your butt up and then in and out. So abduct, adduct. Keep that butt off the ground. Feet together. Good. Let's let those glutes rest and get some regular crunches. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna do that same thing with our feet close together and then open and shut, but we're gonna come up here and brace yourself. See if you can feel it a little bit in your triceps and in and out. Good. All right, let's go back down and get reverse crunch, and you can just let the glutes, you don't have to be spread apart unless you want to. We'll get some reverse. Your feet can be down or up or somewhere in between. Think about the lower abdominals, pulling that, pushing that butt off the ground. Pull, push, pull. All right, we're gonna go back up. And now we're just gonna hold, so push your feet together, back up on the, try to focus tries, and then just open up and hold. And you can totally play with this. Like you could try to go a little higher, you can go low, you can just kind of do some tricep dips if you wanted to. Anyway, we're gonna be here for, I don't know, 30 more seconds. And just hold that band in that abduction. All right, let's go back down. And now you've got two options. We can go double crunch with that band on, or if you feel like you want to try bicycle with the band on, up to you. Again, you don't have to do that. You could do a double. Woo, getting tired. Awesome. Okay, last one. Let's go up and then feet together. And then we're gonna do the in and out again. Maybe pause for a second or two on the out. You can play with how high your butt is, lower, middle, high. All right, we're gonna start pulsing, pulse, pulse. Keep it out there. Oh, bring those feet together. All right, hold it out there, hold. We're gonna go for 10 more seconds and then we're done. Rest. Whew. That was a quick 35 minutes. Great job getting on, guys. Have a good Monday.